Recording in progress.
All right, good morning, everybody. So we are, mostly McKenna's the one that's done this. So we are gonna go over revolutionizing your AI scripts, doing video edits and everything else. So as far as the actual class, we're gonna try to make it a little more interactive. So you guys are, getting the most out of this. Really make it an open forum. Please ask questions as we go. If you guys are trying to do it as we go, some of you will probably be able to. But yeah, make it interactive, make sure that you're asking lots of questions. There are no stupid questions, so as we go. So AI, we obviously know, we've gone through a few classes. Some of you are coming back from the ChatGPT and Bard class and everything else. So again, we are trying to make sure that you know how to create videos, making sure that you're leveraging, as AI comes out is kind of nice because a lot of it you don't have to actually, you don't actually have to be super creative. There's a lot of tools that we're going to show you today that will help you be creative, go through the scenarios. We'll even go through some real world scenarios of what you can put into your AI prompts and everything else. Create scripts. From the scripts, you put it on a teleprompter. On the teleprompter, you'll be able to shoot a video. So, did you put in little markers on there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So just
Yeah.
so AI power script writing. So, effortless content creation. We can have scripts created through AI generated scripts for the real estate video narrator. A lot of times I get asked, how do you get your scripts and everything else? Most of all my scripts are just made through ChatGPT. A lot of it is just different tools. McKenna's going to show us some tools today that makes it really easy. I think as long as you have an outline of what you want to create, I think that is the biggest thing. And then you can develop it from there.
Yeah.
So,
and the word effortless, like it's supposed to be something that you're not having to get all the information. It's supposed to provide information. So if you have an idea of what you want to talk about, so going on to ChatGPT like we did a couple classes ago, asking for 8 topics on what buyers should do in this market, and then taking one of those topics to create a script. That's supposed to be the effortless part, is that it's you being able to create content by using AI generated resources. So not to replace the information you have, but to, I guess, enhance how you're getting the information and putting it into an easy way for people to understand what you're saying. Because sometimes you guys will want to make a video, but it's hard to understand what you should say, how you should say it, in what order. And so this is supposed to help you have information to be created, but it's doing it for you.
Yeah, so just keep going on to the next topic. The benefits of AI scripts. Remember, Bard is going to give you accurate information based on what's currently out there on the internet, so you can get that information. Make sure you are getting accurate information. Always verify anything that you look up. And remember, ChatGPT is more of, it's going to create the script, how it's going to be laid out and everything. So with a combination of both, you can verify the information that you're putting out there and create content for it.
And also with this specific way of making scripts is you can have ChatGPT and other programs tailor how your script will be conveyed. So if you want to convey it to a certain audience, there's a class I attended that they had it talk to a 5-year-old about the housing market. So it's going to change certain words and the tone that you use. And that's the same philosophy that you can use when you're making your scripts, is asking for it to do a certain tone to a certain audience, and then it changes how the information comes out. And so another thing about the script generators is it's going to take real world info. So it might not have the most detailed information like stats, and that's where you'd use Bard to ask for the stats to incorporate into your video. But a lot of these will tailor it to your audience. If you ask, like, I want to go to this demographic or this specific area or age group, it's going to tailor to them.
So again, you're gathering information, you're creating what you're going to say, and now you're gonna get a script, you're gonna customize it with an AI tool. You want to adapt the scripts, make it sound like you. So go over the scripts. A lot of times, when I was first doing scripts, just from personal experience, I was just reading it and it sounded very much not like me. So once you grab those scripts, you can tweak them, make them sound like you. Or is it maybe you don't like the way it sounds too robotic or sounds too harsh, maybe you want it a little softer, maybe you want it, with more emphasis. You get to be the person that gets to control that. So, improving engagement with the AI scripts, storytelling elements are really cool. Maybe personal experiences, I always share personal experiences when I'm doing a lot of my scripts. The emotional appeal of real estate videos through well-crafted scripts is super key. Making sure that you're not just doing and saying the same things that everybody else is, kind of a key point.
And when you use certain kinds of sounds or music tracks, it does engage them with more of a certain kind of emotion where they're like, oh, this is interesting, or this is fun, or oh, what happened here? Like the story of how you help them sell their home. That sound is going to really change how they engage with your video. And that's also going to be certain words. Like we react to certain words when we hear the word friendly, like we think warm and inviting when you hear friendly. And so when you say certain words and these scripts are created for you, it's going to help the person and audience watching engage into your video differently. So that's what these AI scripts are for, is they're supposed to help really bring in your audience and then keep them hooked. And that's why we're saying video, because that's what's going to really hook people to you and who you are and your face.
The other thing is you have to remember, we are not trying to change who you are. So you is good enough and great enough. So a lot of the times we'll find people trying to act a certain way, and that's not really, especially nowadays, what people want. People want true and genuine connection with you. You are who you are. You're not going to show up and be a different person when you go and engage with your clients. They want to know that the person that is on the videos is the same person that they're getting when they have that first, contact with you. So make sure that it's genuine, it's you. I mean, if you don't like swimming, don't pretend to be a swimmer, that kind of thing is, kind of outdated, more so just people want a genuine true person coming out through the videos. So even if you mess up during a video and you just put it out there, people find that endearing and funny. So just be genuine. Don't worry about so much trying to be perfect on the camera. Just be yourself and be a little, be natural. So.
Yeah, because the less scripted it sounds, it's kind of funny because we're talking about scripts, but the more natural it sounds, the more natural it's going to sound to the person watching the video. So like if you can tell when something's scripted and the way people say certain things, like they wouldn't do all those like airport all those things to the telecom. They wouldn't just do live. They record it for a reason, so that's not messed up. But when you hear someone talking, you can tell it's someone talking because of the tone and how they say certain things in their pauses. So yeah, it's important to not be to be a little bit more relaxed in your stuff. So yeah, you're good.
So integration with video editing. So a lot of times, like kind of McKenna was saying, we're going to integrate music, we're going to integrate, a couple of edits, we're going to, put words on the videos. So we're gonna go through that, but, you know, you can integrate all that stuff with your videos. And, you know, the visual and narration for the cohesive narrative, make sure that it all makes sense.
Mhm.
Just because there's a trending filter or something like that, doesn't mean that you have to necessarily use it.
Yeah,
Make sure that whatever you're, again, it goes back to the same thing. We are not trying to change who you are, just make sure you're presenting your true and natural self.
yeah. And so we're gonna be talking about how your scripts are going to go into your video editing, and that's gonna be using like a teleprompter app. A lot of us don't know what to say or how to say it, and so that's the thing that we're trying to communicate, is connecting these pieces so that videos don't seem as intimidating or you're unsure how to do it, but to give you each component so that you can apply it, that you can make a video today and feel comfortable posting it, and knowing, like, understanding the process and making your own process to it too.
And we're gonna create a video basically today, so you guys can kind of see what we're talking about, so.
Yeah. So as far as script writing tools, you guys can write these down or type them down, I guess. But the number one, if you want to go to Scribbler, so Scribbler, it's a AI generator tool. There's going to be a lot. Like if you look up AI script tool, you know, that I can use to make videos, there's going to be a lot that pop up. Scribbler is one of the top ones that I found that allows you to type in a prompt. Like I typed in, write me a script for Seattle housing market, and it in November of 2023. And so what it does is, it's gonna be that fifth one.
Yeah.
It generates a script with a outline of the Seattle housing market. So if you scroll down to like where it says the house, yeah, right there. So it says the housing market in Seattle is highly competitive, with buyers often competing in multiple offer situations. The market is largely driven by an influx of tech workers and professionals who are drawn to the city's booming job market. This high demand has created, and goes on. So it's giving true things. It's generating it from the internet. Information is true, but as you can tell, there's no data, you could say, in there. Like there's no statistics, and that's what we would tell you to go draw from Bard. And so Bard would be the one to be like, hey, what's the percentage of renters in this area, and plug that into your video so that you're now drawing in real today information with data in your script. But yeah, it gives you enough words to create a couple scripts throughout the month. So you type in the description side what you want, and then it will generate the script there. I also found that if you highlight a certain paragraph, it'll allow you to actually expand on a certain topic. So if you wanted to see that black bar, you can expand on it, you can visualize it. So it'll give you a picture to the, maybe connect to that paragraph, or you can help describe something. So I kind of used all my words for the month playing around with it, but it's a great tool to use, seeing like, oh, what is this? This paragraph can go with this picture, and you can put it on your video, or you can expand that section of information in your script. So if you want to talk more about why it's competitive and why people are coming here, it can expand that part of your script specifically. And this is why this is a tool for AI script specifically. Of course, you can use like ChatGPT to make your scripts, but this has tools specifically for script creation, and that's why like those specific tools are cool, because it allows you to expand or visualize or help you describe something better or in a different way. So and then ChatGPT we wanted to share is because it's of course great for creative things, generating ideas. And so when you take a script, like saying like create a script about the Seattle housing market, it can do that, and it will give you basically an entire video worth with scenes, what kind of pictures to use, because maybe you're making a video and you're like, what do I put it, like how do I put videos or other pictures in there. This is going to give you ideas about what to put in there. So
John, give me what kind of script would you want to do?
One script I'd like to do is I just shot a fairly crude video of a new land listing that I've got. So I'd like a script for putting that on Facebook, as we discussed, just
like a
not
vacant
necessarily
land.
a sell it, but as kind of sign of life, sign of confidence.
And what area is it in?
Kent.
Kent, Washington. So he's gonna type in the script or type in the prompt to create the script.
Create a script about new land listing for real estate in Kent, Washington. You just, boom.
So it's giving you kind of examples of what you can, like, you know, some guy named Jason, it'd be John, but it'd be you talking, and it gives you basically all the cuts of what you do, how you'd say it, and what things to include in your video. So like what you cut to,
Doing
or
the video. Oops.
Yeah.
And doing the video, my name is John, and I'm going to put it in a teleprompter.
so.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so basically it's just, it says, you know, replacing your name with John, say where you can talk, but it's gonna give you all these words to say, and then all those spaces are moments for you to like put in a cut of something, and it doesn't have to be drone footage or all these things. It can just be parts of the house that, you know, or the land that's featured, you know, you just taking a video of the land and circle and just putting that in
Yeah.
there in the video as well, with you talking about what it is. But then again, like these videos don't have to be super complex, especially like if you're touring a property, or you're, like I saw Mossy, you did a video of just you at a seller's property, recording it, just saying, hey, this, you know, this property closed, this, you know, congratulations to them, blah, 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 with this many offers. That kind of information in video is still as effective as a really pre-scripted video that has all these cuts and edits and stuff. They're both gonna be effective, knowing, you know, that one's gonna sound more personal and engaging because it's live, something he shot, you know, just talking like a normal
Mhm.
person. Where this would be more of you just trying to do a more structured video saying, hey, we have this piece of land, and this will help you kind of get more engagement of why they should be interested in the land,
Mhm.
or in the property, or whatever you guys are looking at.
So I just wrote in, I'm just speaking to a camera. So it ended up saying, certainly, John, you know, it provides the, you know, the title, Discover Your Dream Home, new land listing in Kent, Washington. So you can put that maybe as a script, maybe you can just change the wording. And again, this just gives you a basis. It's like, hey, everybody, I'm John. I've got some thrilling news for all of you looking to make Kent, Washington your home. So you can just say, Kent, Washington, that sounds a little scripted, so maybe you just take out Washington, but it gives you a baseline, right? So, hey, everybody, I'm John. I got some thrilling news for all of you to make Kent your home. Kent Realty, so obviously it's not Kent Realty, it would be John Scott just leaves an incredible piece of land. Maybe you're like, I don't like how that sounds. You can say, I just listed an incredible piece of land and I can't wait to tell you about it. You know, and then you show the video in the back, or, you know, you can even cut a picture of the land listing in if you want. But imagine this, your dream home right here on this beautiful piece of land. Maybe you are taking it, take a teleprompter, you're and the stand, and you're taking it with the land in the background, and you're just, you know, reading your script. Remember, you can read all through it, put it in. Now you're gonna put it in your teleprompter. Now you're gonna read it, but we'll get to that in a second. So now we created a script that you like. Great. You edit it. You can keep editing it, etc. So
Yeah, so I mean, we've been kind of trying to communicate to use all your resources together. So if you're going to have ChatGPT kind of give you the ideas of what videos to do, asking it for ideas, because this is like your go-to creative generator of give me 5 video ideas for a real estate agent wanting to share information about the housing market in Kent, Washington.
No, McKenna, you're my idea generator.
And ChatGPT is my AI generator, so I'm going to get my ideas from there.
Yeah.
And then that basically pulls 5 ideas. Now you ask for a script from one out of those 5 into your script generator, and you go back to ChatGPT and put it into a more friendly tone or whatever it is. And we have a handout that we'll send out to everyone on Zoom, but it's a prompt generator for just normal ChatGPT, Bard platforms, but it gives you the basis of how you need to ask these chatbots to get the information you want. So like the way to type it in, how to change what the sound of it is, if you want it to sound more friendly or, you know, to your style, maybe. It can cater that to whatever you want it to be. You just have to ask it. And so we'll send you guys this handout, but it has some really great things, and it also has a FAQ section going over like how to use this stuff, especially just AI products in general, since it's all changing and new. But yeah, so we'll send this out to you guys, but then yeah, I'll let you guys look at this really quick too.
Okay, so now from previous conversations, we've gone, our marketing plan, this is part of your marketing plan, you've gone into it, you've done you're starting to create video. You know what you want to talk about, you put it into ChatGPT, you've created a script, you know, and then now you're gonna transition to your video editing. So you want to create good content, you know, it's always all about the presentation of what you're wanting to explain in video form. You know, you've gotten to that point, you know, we're just trying to equip you with the content tools of Video Creator. You do not have to use all of these tools. What we're giving you, what suggestions we're giving to you, you might call us and say, hey, I found this great video tool editor that's way better. It's really easy to use. It's getting easier and easier to use all these video editing tools. I always say, just like a CRM, use the one that you like and you're going to use. So just because we're suggesting it doesn't mean you have to use these.
Because I even like looking at all these resources, a lot of them have crossover of the same exact tools in all of them. So you'll go onto one website and you'll see it has the script generator and it has a video editor and it has the effects and the captions and all these things. But maybe it's not as easy to use in that certain program. And so you want to use it in the one that literally you click one button and it does it for you. Or let's say you want a free version of it and you just choose to use the captions that Instagram provides when you upload a video. Super free and super easy. All you got to do is upload your video and then add the captions on it and it does it all for you. So it's going to be based off your budget, what you want to do and how you want to do it. And that does take time to figure out what, you know, process and platform works best for you, because a lot of these programs are going to offer the, you know, the next greatest thing, which is video AI tools. So it's just going to be based off like what works for you and your business.
You know, and at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is create, you know, time for you and make it easy. Again, going back to what we were talking about, some of you have been following the whole series on what we're trying to do for the marketing piece is you put it on your calendar. It's Monday, Tuesday, whatever day you guys decide to do your videos. You shot your videos. Now you're editing them all at once, you know, getting them ready for the following week because you're going to distribute them throughout the week. You know, all we're trying to do is create, you know, to speed up the editing process and speed up the time that's involved in trying to do all these things. So
yeah, and the goal of using these video editors and why we say AI is just a tool to use is these are supposed to help you save time so that you're not spending so much time. And like, I guess I kind of get upset when I can't get something figured out, and that's time consuming to do all of this editing stuff and putting audio files on there. So it's supposed to help you speed up this process so that you can be out on your appointments, so you can be out figuring out your contracts and other things. So this is just more of a passive thing happening, and your videos are done for the month now or done for the next 2 weeks, and you're focusing on your other, you know, business part. So it's supposed to really simplify the process, but also allow you to stay up to date with what video is and how that is going to be boosting your business and building your brand while you're focusing on other things. Your videos are still going to be out there because you just get it done, and then it's you focusing on your other parts of real estate.
So video editing with AI, I think we talked about that. We just wanted you guys to look professional. Again, being to your true self, and then you integrate it into your social media. You know, the formats, a lot of times they'll format themselves. Or a lot of times the video editors will, pardon me, format them for you, and they'll ask you what format do you want them in.
Yeah,
So,
and this can be something with the scripts too, and on these editors is you can say, I want to create an Instagram reel within 45 seconds going over this information, and it will give you, you know, the appropriate amount of script to talk through to not go over like 30 to 45 seconds so that it's catered to an Instagram reel. Instead of Facebook, if you want to do like a 2 to 3 minute long video, you can ask it to say, hey, I want it to be a Facebook video instead, or I want this to be a YouTube video instead. That's, you know, you can ask it to cater towards a certain platform too.
and, you know, tips for effective real estate editing, you know, again, focus on the storytelling, tell a story, why they should call you, you know, what, again, the point is for you to reach out and you become the professional. So you always want to put yourselves in a matter of professionalism, making sure that you're telling a cool story, something that somebody wants to hear. You know, give feedback from people like, hey, how do you think I did? You know, I know sometimes it's hard to get that criticism, but you know, you get better and better out of it. And use the AI to analyze market trends, like I said, going to Bard, like we talked about previous class, you know, and incorporate relevant visual elements. So
And then, yeah, I mean, a lot of these scripts and putting them into your videos, if people and like myself, if I don't hear something of value or something that engages me, I don't want to watch the video. So it has to be something that you'd engage with as a person and you'd want to stay on the video for. So don't allow it to be like too dry or something that's just so much data that they don't even know, you know, how to consume that. Because sometimes we go all stats or all this, and then the consumer's like, I don't even know what I just heard because that was just like all the data from the last 6 months. So you have to be, you know, mindful of those things. But we want to show you some AI video tools to use. So these are gonna be the editing tools. And we'll show you. We have them pulled up for you. But
you want to go through all of them at the end, or do you,
yeah,
so
we can go through them now.
because we're pretty done.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to pull those up, we had a couple from everyone who went to the industry forum. Howard Chung shared some cool resources as far as video tools go. One of them, I think it was 11 Labs and Hey Gem were the two that he promoted the most. But basically it allows you to make a video, and like, let's say you want to share it in a different language, but you just want to make one video. You can actually have your voice transform to a different language, but record one video. Pretty crazy. Like that's what the AI can do, is it can just create a video and then change your voice, but use your voice in a different language. So that's 11 Labs, and then Hey Gem was the other one, and it can create different kinds of voices, and then also create a dubbing of your voice. So I think 11 Labs is the one where it creates, you can put your script in there, and then someone's voice can be talking about or saying your script. So like that's where you put your script and then generate it and put it over a video.
If you do it in a different language, how do you kind of cross-check?
The language.
Yeah.
I mean, if you speak the language, it helps, but also putting, yeah, I guess it would just be, huh?
So the one change.
Yeah, so do, you know, interpret the best it can. But that's kind of like AI, we always say double check your work. So double check, I mean, you'd have to maybe put it into Google Translate saying, okay, can you translate these words or whatever it is? But it is more for anyone who's like bilingual, trilingual, whatever language you speak. A lot of you guys want to share it with your sphere and not having to make the same video twice or 3 times even. So this is a cool way to just have it speak in whatever language you want, or this one is specifically for putting it into a certain person's voice that it generates for you, and then it can generate into that different language. So
Eric, does sarcasm qualify as a language?
yeah, see, it's
It
a
does.
tone of voice. And that's even one. You can say, write this in a sarcastic tone. So maybe it's more like just different kind of banter in your
Mhm.
script. But that's 11 Labs. And then Hey Gen is the one that can also like create I think that's the one with like avatars, and it can create something for you. So it's someone speaking. If you don't want to be the one, but like in front of the video necessarily, but you have what you want to say, you can put your voice on an avatar.
First, we
So
thought the PC was a calculator. Then we found out how to turn numbers into letters, and we thought it was a typewriter.
So I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it's a, oh yeah, he's putting in his own script. Oh, maybe it's not gonna do that, but
No.
that's okay.
So, yeah,
These are just a couple of the resources that they shared there. They're kind of fun, different. I recommend it always being you and your voice, unless you're like really big and want to do some more, I guess like, not more corporate sounding things, but I would recommend using you guys and your voice, and but definitely taking advantage of the language tools in these programs, since it is pretty cool that you can just make one video and then it's in 2 different other languages. So yeah, and then we also want to share some video editing tools as well. So CapCut and video, those are the 2 that we talked about. But
Title: Discover Your Dream Home, New Land Listing in Kent, WA.
it's just good.
John stands confidently in front of the camera with a welcoming smile. John: Hey everyone, I'm John, and I've got some thrilling news for all of you looking to make Kent, Washington your home. Kent Realty just listed an incredible piece of land, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. John gestures to an imaginary view. John: Imagine this, your dream home, right here on this beautiful piece of land. It's a blank canvas, ready for you to turn your dreams into reality. John shifts focus, as if pointing to different features. John: Conveniently located in the heart of Kent, you'll be close to top-notch schools, parks, and just a short drive from downtown. Commuting? It's a breeze with easy access to major highways.
Yeah.
John walks towards the camera, emphasizing personal space. John: Now let's talk space. Picture yourself with a backyard oasis or a thriving garden. The possibilities are endless. John sits comfortably with a virtual laptop. John: But that's not all. We've partnered with fantastic architects to offer customizable home designs. Modern or traditional, you get to choose what fits your lifestyle. John leans in, making a direct connection with the audience. John: I know this is the spot where you'll create lasting memories. So, don't miss out. Contact us at Kent Realty, and let's schedule a tour of this prime piece of land. Your dream home in Kent, Washington is just a call away. John finishes with a warm smile and a wave. John: I can't wait to see you here. Cheers to your future home. Fade out.
so
Good
now,
job, John.
So that was John's video. I don't know if people on Zoom
no,
can hear.
we're now, so remember, all these AI programs are very literal. So whatever you're trying to say or do, edit them. So let's do a voice setting.
You
Maybe
can change the person too.
let's change the person.
John goes through a
You can
sex
put it,
change.
do a,
Let's do Charlie.
yeah.
Charlie?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So here we go. Use Charlie. And now let's see. Generate it.
Discover your dream home, new land listing in Kent, WA. John: Hey everyone, I'm John, and I've got some thrilling news for all of you looking to make Kent, Washington your home. Kent Realty just listed an incredible piece of land, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Imagine this, your dream home, right here on this beautiful piece of land. It's a blank canvas, ready for you to turn your dreams into reality. Conveniently located in the heart of Kent, you'll be close to top-notch schools, parks, and just a short drive from downtown.
What is that?
Commuting.
Northwest.
It's a
Yeah.
breeze with easy access to major freeway. Now let's talk space. Picture yourself with a backyard oasis or a thriving garden. The possibilities are endless. But that's not all. We've partnered with fantastic architects to offer customizable home designs. Modern or traditional, you get to choose what fits your lifestyle. I know this is the spot where you'll create lasting memories. So don't miss out. Contact us at Kent Realty and let's schedule a tour of this prime piece of land. Your dream home in Kent, Washington is just a call away. I can't wait to see you here. Cheers to your future home.
So this is
Fade
the
out.
reason we're giving you this is because this is the one you can add your own voice to, and then create the script, and then have it saved. So then it'll come out crystal clear. You can change how fast you want it to talk and do anything, and then you can put this and add a video to it, and then your video's done.
Yeah.
So that's one of the tools you can use. The other one,
It's
which one do you want?
HeyGen, yeah.
Yeah.
HeyGen, that's the one that you can match avatars. So if you have an avatar that you want to use or that you choose, it can put your script or whatever words you have to say over the person talking. So if you have something to say, but you don't want it to be you talking, this is just one that they promoted, showing that you can just plug it in and it creates it for you with a person that is like your spokesperson kind of for videos. And so yeah, I don't know if this is the one I would say like, oh yeah, just go and use it, because it's not you, and I think your video should be focused on who you are and what you're doing and your voice. So but yeah, I think it's fun, and we encourage you guys to check these out, see the tools that they have out there, especially for John L. Scott, and play with them, because I think they're kind of fun to figure it out. But I think you also see tools and find things in here that you do like and you want to use. So it might not be an AI, the avatar, but it might be the way that they can create videos or the voiceovers you can do on your videos. It might be something like that you want to use on these. So then the other two that we talked about the last class is CapCut. And CapCut is a video editor that on your phone, I would have everyone download it. CAPCUT is CapCut. And it's going to be one of the easiest video editors that you can do. So you just upload your videos that you create, and then it generates the video for you with the edits. And you can put your voiceover, you can put your captions on there. And it just, it makes things pretty effortless, seamless. Those words of making content, it makes it really easy to use. And so when you guys do download it, all you got to do is take your few videos, plug it in, and then it will generate the video for you. Another one that I was talking about in my last class about everything you need to know as for your marketing plan is using Canva and putting your videos in there. They have another great AI generator that just creates your video just by taking 10 videos. It creates it for you, puts captions on there, puts music to your video, and it's 15 seconds long. So it just plugs it in. So this one I was using Josh's, but you can just create a new, it's gonna look different on your app too, but.
And most of these things, the ones we're showing you, are all on your phone.
Mhm.
So it's not like you're going to have to download it to your PC and then upload it and do all that.
This
All of
way,
these are editable on your phone.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's not, don't think that you're having to take the video, send it to yourself, download it, upload it. You can just do this all from your phone.
It's really easy if you just have it on your phone, and then you just upload it from your gallery. So that's where you'll put your videos. It will plug it in, create your timeline. You can add in your audio. So if it's some music in the background you want to add in there, let's say you wanted it to say vacant land in Kent for sale. You can add in the text over your video there just by clicking text and adding in your
Can you create
section.
a copy? And
well, I don't want to upload random video, but I also wanted to show that this is where you can choose like what layout you want. So like we were talking about, you want to put it in Instagram. Or let's say, no, I don't want to do it in Instagram, I want to put it on YouTube, and it's your YouTube, then it can change your aspect ratio, so how it looks and where it fits into that certain platform for you. So it edits that for you, and then it's done. And then you can change it if you want to do a different kind of layout, same video, but you want it to be in Instagram, change it to Instagram just by click of a button, and it will change the format for you. So, and then I have other features on here that I look at are just, they have stock videos, you know, you talk about the drone footage, maybe it's, this is kind of cool. This one's showing, let's see if it'll play. This is doing like planet. So it's a stock video of the Earth orbiting. You didn't shoot that, but you can use the stock videos to do that. So,
Can you show them how easy it is to edit or add stuff and everything else?
yeah, so let's do audio. So like, let's say you want to add in a song. Let's add in sunrise. So you can just click, drag, drop. Now it's going to, and let's say you want to move it back so it matches that. This time Kirsten will know. Let's see. I don't know if the audio will come through because the so now this video. So now it's, you got audio, you got a still, you got your stock video, and let's say you had a video with sound on it, like your audio, that will also be in here. So it's you talking, you can just, if you want to, you know, talk with the sound over, you can put your audio track will be in there as well. Another cool thing, and everyone loves to see captions. They love to see words, because most people, if you're at the grocery store waiting in line, or if you're in your car waiting for, not that you'd be on your phone while you're driving, but if you were in your car and you couldn't have the words on the, or the sound going, everyone likes to see the words. They read the words on the screen. So any situation you're in and you can't have the sound on, most people like captions because they can read what's happening in the video. So this one will automatically recognize what you're saying and convert your words into visual words on the screen, so that when you're talking, these captions will be popping up as you're speaking at the same amount of time, just like any, you know, any closed captions on a movie would do at the same time. So, yeah, and then you can also type them manually, or once you do the auto ones, you can go in and edit the video, edit the certain words. Like, let's say you say a word that's not common or a certain name and it's spelled wrong, you can go in and edit it so that you can get the text right. But again, this feature is available on Facebook and Instagram, which are going to be the most popular ones to use. So it's, I mean, you can always ask me how to do that. I've had a couple meetings with people in the last couple months about how to just put videos in Instagram with captions. It's super easy and it's free. So if you want to just do that on every video and you don't want to go through and type all your captions and all these things, ask me and I can always show you how to use Instagram and Facebook and those features. Because I mean, again, all these features are going to be over all these different programs. All these AI tools are going to have a lot of crossover with the same tools. It's just going to be, which ones do you like more and which ones do you prefer to use? Is there a question out there in Zoom? I don't know if someone's talking about. Yeah, so CapCut, it's an app on your phone to make it easy, so you're not having to go on and do your video editing online, but it's straight from your phone, so that makes it easy for you to grab your video that you took at your property, plug it into your app, and then it will edit it for you just by putting in all your videos. So those are a couple of the resources as far as videos go. Video editing goes. Video editing, as far the easiest ones are CapCut and Canva Magic. Canva is the one that I was just sharing, where you just put your videos in and it edits it, all for you with transitions, with music, with captions. It'll generate all for you. And then again, it's all editable. So if you don't like certain things, you can always click on it, change it. If you want to walk. There you go. But if you want to walk through of like how to use specifically Canva or CapCut, you can always ask me and I can walk. It doesn't take very long for me to show you how to do the basics of it. So if you guys ever want just a consultation of how to use this more in depth, let me know. I'm available to meet and walk through those certain features with you. So.
Which one do you want me to? Yeah.
And then video, VEED.io. That was the other one that we kind of talked about, but this one, VEED.io. But this one is one that basically, oh, not that one. VEE.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a family show.
Oh, it's spelled wrong. No, VEE.
VE, no I.
No I.
No, I.
Get rid of the I.
The first time.
Video
for
for
cats.
cats. All right.
VEE.
VEE.
BEEDIO. Yeah, editor. There you go.
Spelling is hard. Okay.
Yeah. So this first one. It's an editing tool. So they have a bunch of different things you can make and features. So if you again want a certain feature, this one is going to have a bunch of tools you can use. So again, go on, take some time to explore this specific one, because it's going to have a lot of different options you can use, but it's not always going to have, you don't really use everything, but it gives you options to use all those things. So again, this is another one where you can create a project or record a video, but it might have certain features on here that you want to use. So I would just tell you guys to take some time, look at these different resources and what they do, because just like Canva, it took me years to figure out how to use certain things in Canva. It just takes time to learn and see which ones you like and which ones you prefer to use and what certain features you prefer to use, because your videos don't have to be complicated. They just have to be done. Like you just have to make your video and then make sure you'd want to watch your own video. And these are just supposed to be tools and resources to help you just get to a point where you feel comfortable, because a lot of these features are going to be too overwhelming for you guys to use even today or the next week, but it's supposed to be a stepping stone for you to figure out what you can do with video and then maybe add in certain features as you're creating your videos over time. Because the goal is not for you to produce your most professional video next week, but to put out one video, maybe with just captions next week, and to, kind of get more comfortable and figure out how to use these resources. So, yeah, so those are a few of them. And we'll send out all these after class too, so you guys can look at them and figure out which ones you like and how to, use them. So
you created your script. You are also going to shoot your script, which a teleprompter. You want to talk about teleprompter?
yeah, so don't use your phone because your phone had the thing, but last class we also talked about putting your scripts into a teleprompter, because making these videos, as much as you can have like a script and your video created, it might be hard on like remembering what to say. So teleprompter there's
It's
a couple,
literally called teleprompter.
yeah, app. They're free on your phone. You just take your script that you would write in one of these things and generated, copy it and paste it into this teleprompter app. And then he'll show you. So this is how like Tony will make videos, and
Can they see us? No.
yeah, they should be able to see you in the but
They still can see me?
I think they'll
No. You guys are share screen.
oh yeah, go back to just stop share to your right.
Stop.
It's the little red dot. Right. Stop share. Right there. Yeah. All right.
Is there any teleprompter apps that you guys think?
There you go. This,
Literally the one I use is called teleprompter.
so there's gonna be a couple, but they mainly do the same feature, where it just has your video recording and the words over the screen. So just like a what is it called?
Oh, there it is.
I don't know if you can see it on there, but it shows the words on the screen and then it will scroll as you're making your video. and you can adjust the speed of how you're saying it. Or if you want it to be slower or faster, you can adjust that speed, and then you can adjust the positions of each of
Oh, geez.
your paragraph, so.
It's aggressive.
That's Tony.
So,
Let's see.
Yeah, so it'll scroll, just as they do in like the weather forecast, they read off of a teleprompter at a certain speed. This is the same exact effect. We brought this video light over to show you how easy it is to just set up your phone. You just put it in there, set it in the middle of the light, turn on the light, gives, light to your face, click record with your script, and then you have a video that you just read with information of value. And all you had to do is get your script, plug it into your teleprompter, and then read it and record, and then you have a video for the week. So, yeah, that's I think a important part of making videos is making something that you know what you want to say and how to say it, especially when you're first starting out making videos or just getting back into it. Having a resource like a teleprompter app that allows you to have something that's prompting you what to say. And you don't always have to say exactly what it is word for word. It could just, have a conversation or, record yourself speaking the information and then put that into your script so that, it sounds a little more natural, you could say. So, yeah.
any questions out there in Zoom land? Questions?
Yeah. Is there anything you guys are struggling with making videos or how to make them or?
I'll find out after I get with Tony. Tony.
Good.
Struggling with me.
So, again, we're starting off with you get the idea. I just want to talk about, selling real estate in Kent, Washington. Grab your facts and data from Bard. You can put that information into ChatGPT, create a script from ChatGPT, and then put it in your teleprompter for your video. Shoot your video. And now throw it into an editor, edit it out, put the captions or music you want to it, and then you're done.
So you've got a question?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you follow that sequence, I know it seems like a lot and overwhelming at first, but if you follow that sequence, again, back to our marketing calendar and plan, if you earmark an hour or two a week and a block, you can get 5 or 6 videos done. Maybe the first time it's 1, and that's perfectly okay until you get through that process. But as you keep making them, the easier it gets, and you'll get quicker at the editor. You're gonna play with it. The biggest thing we're trying to encourage you is to just try one video, just one video a week. Like, use it, see what it's about. There's no better way to learn than you actually doing it. Because right now it's hard to explain and say, we can go through it and we can show you 1,000 different ones, tools that you can use. I would just encourage you just to use 1, 2, maybe use CapCut, use ChatGPT for getting your script done, make it sound like what you want it to sound like, put it on the teleprompter, take the video, play around with the edits, and then you'll find how easy it actually is once you have it on your phone and how the app's set up. And again, we're happy to take a little bit of time with you and go through it. And if you just want to take the video, schedule some time with me, I'm happy to go through it with you and help you edit it and play around with it and kind of get more in depth and in detailed with it. Because I know sometimes it's like a little daunting, but for the most part, all these apps are made to be easy.
Yeah, and I would just write out like what you struggle the most with making a video. If it's you just being in front of a video, if it's what you to say, how to say it, figure out like what your weakness is in the video creation, or if it's time. If you don't have the time to do it, you always have time. You can create the time to make those things. So like figure out what is kind of hindering you from making videos and attack it. Find a solution to that. Because these are supposed to be solutions to help making videos easier and doable, so.
So McKenna will send out the prompts, what we recommend for now. And again, it's an ever-changing world, so there's probably going to be a new latest and greatest video tool, et cetera, just we'll keep sending you feedback from the ones we've gotten. And if there's one that you in particularly like, let us know, because we always like sharing it with everybody else. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
All right, guys, thank you for your time. I think that's class. I think McKenna has to go
we got
to
it.
a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.